4 steals? You guys both have 4 steals? Hey!
You just a bucket.
It's a problem.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Okay, I haven't even looked at these. Bummer on the boards.
Let me tell the people.
Okay, I can't. Yeah, just, well, super proud of our team, of course, but also our community. They really showed out today, and I think it was a great experience. I'm hoping we'll, continue to build on that. So fun to play in front of a crowd like that. And in a game, all these Pac-12 games, it's going to be a game of runs. And when we have that type of support and energy and talk, or not talk, but just the energy in the building, it makes a huge difference during those runs. So proud of our team. We were totally ready. In 1 day's notice, we were ready. And I think we came out and really played well today. So proud of our effort and excited to keep going.
Coach, the 22 run in the third quarter, what did you see there that really kind of sparked
So
that?
what run?
The 20-2 run that you guys
Oh, that's a
had in the
good
third
run.
quarter. I mean,
20-2.
it started with Frida hitting the three. Frida hits the three, then the three-point play.
Yeah.
What kind of locked in defensively and offensively for you guys right there?
Yeah, I mean, I think we talked about it at halftime. We talk about it in every single timeout. We just kind of, these guys do it, they say reconnect, like we come back together, refocus, just make sure we're all locked in on the same page, so that no matter what we do, we're all on the same page. And so I thought we did that really well whenever we had an opportunity to come together. But yeah, a run like that, I didn't even know it was that big of a run. You could feel the momentum, but incredible, to be able to sustain not just an offensive scoring, but actually getting stops like that as well is pretty remarkable.
18 turnovers tonight. What was the emphasis on defense and scouting report?
I thought you meant for us. Be disruptive, yeah. So I think the stat sheet in that regard is really telling of us executing a game plan.
Kendall, what a moment for you to hit the half-court shot at the end of the first half in front of such a big crowd. Just take me through that moment. What was it like for you?
To be honest, I usually don't look at the clock, but I heard it this time and I was like, okay, well, I gotta shoot it. And then it felt good coming off, so winning.
I just want to say, I was so nervous that the way they tackled her, that they were going to injure her. So I was like trying to break it up, don't take her out.
Oh my gosh.
But it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Can you feel the crowd? I mean, 9,111, I think it was the 9th largest ever for your program. I mean, can you feed off that, or what does that do for your emotions and big moments?
I mean, yeah, you always feed off that, especially when you're on the run. I mean, even when they would go on runs, our crowd got loud and just gave us energy. And like Coach J said, I mean, energy is so contagious, and energy really impacts, the game for us, for the crowd, everywhere. So I think at the end of the day, it's just a fun environment to play in. It makes it fun, and it gets us going. So it's really something we appreciate.
Jalen, the last time you guys beat them, there was nobody in the stands. So this
True.
was a little bit different. I know you've had other big wins, but was this, how much more fun was this to have 9,000 people there as opposed to 0?
Yeah, I mean, they were number 1 at the time, so that was pretty sweet. I can't knock that one off the list, but I think, yeah, I mean, today was really fun, especially like when you play early games at 12 o'clock. You really need that energy to get yourself going because it's so early, and we get in, 4 or 5 hours before the game even starts to get our day going. So, yeah, but I think it's just a testament to this program, and I told the team, don't take these games for granted because this might possibly be the last time we ever face Stanford, whatever the Pac-12 tournament brings, but we don't play them again this season, so it was just important for us to go out, with a good one, and we've always had good games against Stanford, so that was just the mentality going in, not to take the game for granted.
JR, when Stanford gets out to that early lead there, I think you subbed Kendall in. You're down 10-4. What does that do, just inserting her into the lineup, just trying to cause some chaos maybe a little bit to get the team?
Yeah, the best thing, there's so many great things about Kendall. One of my favorite things about her is I just always know what I'm going to get from Kendall. Like, coaches just want to know what they're going to get, and we're going to get great toughness, great tenacity on defense, a tireless motor. She's going to run the floor. She's going to cut when we need to. She's going to make good decisions. So, I mean, I pretty much just described a coach's dream. Like, she comes in and she's a shot in the arm, and we've always loved to have one of our most dynamic players off the bench because they do that, and they come in and they lift the group up, they lift up our pace. And Kendall is just, she is that for us. I mean, I truly feel like a lot of these games we've played this year, she changes the game, you know, when she comes in. And so, yeah, I mean, I can't say enough great things about what she did today and every day, really.
Kenny, you've obviously been watching this program since you've been growing up. I mean, what does it mean to you to see a win like this in front of so many people? Obviously, you've been coming to games before you even were a student.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. I remember watching Ms. Shrag when she was a freshman and just being excited to get here and, you know, build this program. And JR has done such a great job, great coach. It's truly amazing. Like, I don't know. It's just different. Wouldn't you say? It's just different.
Yeah.
And having, you know, people come out and support us is just awesome.
And would you say it means something more to be from Colorado?
Absolutely. I mean, my family comes to every game, and, you know, I know they're supporting me and cheering me on, and it's really, really cool.
So I'm talking to all these Colorado recruits,
Yeah.
okay?
Period.
It means something
Yeah,
different to play
it
in front of
does.
your
It
home
really
crowd
does.
like this.
You look at Stanford, Cameron had her game, it had some foul trouble, and Kiki played really well. But the difference seemed to be the perimeter, the guard play. And your guards really, not only these two, but, you know, Maddie Nolan was awesome tonight.
Yeah.
And you really shut their guards down. How big of a difference do you think that was, the whole guard matchup tonight?
Yeah, I mean, we kind of talked about the post players are going to have their hands full, you know, with those two. And so the guards needed to do their part to help inside by pressuring the ball outside. And so I thought these guys did a great job. You know, they still obviously got their points and rebounds and stuff, but we made it difficult to get the ball inside because of their ball pressure. So I think, yeah, I mean, that was the game plan, and I thought they did a good job with that.
You guys dominated fast break points and points in the paint. I mean, you don't see. I mean, this is kind of a dichotomy. You guys can go inside and you can run. I mean, how special is that to have a team that can do both so well?
Yeah, the balance is really great. You know, not just our personnel. You know, because every night I think we come in here and we talk about somebody else, you know, that was really important and hit big shots and things like that. But having the inside-outside presence is crucial, I think, for a team that you know, wants to play well at the highest level, because you're going to see teams that are incredibly, you know, big and athletic inside, or incredibly athletic and gifted on the perimeter, or, you know, so to be able to take advantage when and where you can on that given day is really helpful.
Coach, I want to ask you about the way you guys closed quarters. It feels like so often watching college teams, watching pro teams, those possessions are stagnant, isolation, bad shots.
Yeah.
Obviously, the half-court shot helps, but at the end of the first and the third, Jalen gets 2 quality looks and is able to get 4 big points for you guys. How do you find that balance? Is that something you practice when to start your actions so that you are getting good looks while still making it only one shot?
Not necessarily that we practice it. I think our players really understand their own game. Like, they understand their strengths and weaknesses as it relates to the group. And so I don't think, I mean, we didn't take all great shots tonight. We took some bad shots, but I think everybody knows when and where they should look to be aggressive, and when and where, when they are aggressive, where their outlets are going to be, you know, as far as help and things like that. So I think when you're talking about Jay getting downhill or getting great shots, I think she knows when and where to pick her spots, and everybody else knows, you know, what that's going to look and feel like.
Jalen, I think they cut it to 6. They're like under a minute left, and you had that big layup. Do you feel pressure at all, or do you live for moments like that?
I'm sorry. At the end of the game?
Yeah, they cut it to 6. You hit that big layup. Do you live for moments like that, or is there pressure? I don't.
No. I mean, I've been here long enough to, you know, and you just learn throughout your career about how important it is to end games. I mean, we've lost some games to these guys because we didn't make free throws, because we got caught up in the moment and we didn't finish out. So I think you just learn through experience, but I wouldn't say it's pressure. At the end of the day, you've been picking up I've been shooting layups for, you know, 20 years. So it's not pressure. It's more just about executing and then just trusting, you know, your work and the process of what got you to that point.
Jalen, was the night-night celebration the spur of the moment?
No, actually, so my teammates, specifically Sophie Gerber, was mad at me because she had been holding that celebration back and was like, somebody get an N1 or somebody do something so we can do it. And I was like, Sophie, that's more of an end-of-game celebration, but if we get something like that, I'll do it. So it was more so Sophie's. And I just, you know, you just want to support your teammates too. So she was hype about it, so I just wanted to, you know, give her that moment.
JR, I want to ask about Quay. I mean, she had a struggle against Utah a couple weeks ago in that big game. Foul trouble, just could never find a rhythm. Tonight she has a double-double.
Again.
Plays a big role. I mean, what does it say about her that she can shake off maybe a struggle against Utah, a big game a couple weeks ago, and do have this kind of performance?
Yeah, I mean, Quay's a veteran. She's been around a long time, and she also recognizes how important she is to our success, you know, and she doesn't care if it's points or rebounds or, you know, keeping everybody together and communicating. She just wants the group to be successful. But I think she was incredible. I mean, she had to play a ton of minutes on Friday, you know, with Sarah Rose Smith out, a ton of minutes again today against some very, very physical play. Like, I'm sure she is exhausted. But to have back-to-back double-doubles in games like this speak to her just ability to sort of push the fatigue aside and push everything aside and just do what the team needed her to do.
Coach, number 2, UCLA upcoming on Friday. How big is this win and the momentum going into that matchup?
Yeah, huge. Every game is going to be, you know, every game is going to feel like life or death. We have to win it, you know, and this one wasn't any different, and Friday will feel the same, and but just really excited. Like, this, as someone told me, only the third top 10 matchup in the history of Colorado basketball, and now we'll have another one, which is going to be great. So just have to keep that energy going from our community.
All the talk coming into this was about, you know, Tara's getting close to the record. Yeah. How much of that played into today, where like you guys aren't an answer to a trivia question? You defended it didn't happen on your court.
Yeah, I mean, did you guys think about that?
I mean, I knew it, but I didn't really. That wasn't something I would say across the board we didn't really focus on, just because, you know, it's just one game at a time, and we always take pride in what we do, and we like. Sorry, but you know, we just wanted to win at the end of the day. So I think that was the focus of the scout, and this going into this game was just go out there and take advantage.
Yeah. What went through your mind when you kind of took her out for a second?
I was like, well, I didn't know at first, and then once I saw her sit down, I was like, oh wow, I ran into her. But no, just trying to make sure she was okay, make sure, you know, she was good. So yeah.
And then just one more question for you. I know it's very early still, but is it too early to look at this and say this was really huge, big picture-wise, as far as you guys wanting to make that push for the conference title?
I mean, no, I honestly, yeah, haven't thought about that. I mean, it's a lot of no game is easy in the pack, and this was just a big win. But like, we got UCLA coming up, USC, and then we turn around and play Oregon State, who are 3 great teams in the pack right now. So I don't think we're really worried about that. At the end of the day, we're just trying to win on Friday and then Sunday and keep it going from there. And when it comes down to it, we'll celebrate if that's the case when the time comes.
Thanks, guys.
All right, thanks, guys. Thank you.